Hello and welcome to my video. I've done these nails about 2 weeks ago and well, I had a little accident. So we're gonna fix this together. I'm a well-known nail biter, unfortunately, and when I have a stressy period, well, it's gonna look like this. So in order for me to stop picking on it, I'm gonna fix it today and I wanted to show you how you can fix this. What we're first gonna do, I have a glove on this hand. But I'm also going to put a glove on this hand with only the thumb visible. Why am I doing that? We're working with products that can cause allergies and I really want to prevent them from coming onto my skin. I'm going to put this on. If you're not working with gloves, please do, because you really don't want to get an allergy. I cut my glove with an old cuticle scissors, by the way. Never use your good ones. This one has fallen and it has a crooked point, so it won't be useful for cuticles anymore. So if you're cutting anything else besides cuticles, always use an old scissor, because if you use your new one, it's gonna be broken in no time. So I put on my removal bit, I'm working on forward, and I'm gonna put my device on maximum speed. Always work maximum speed, even if it goes to 25,000 RPM or 35,000 RPM or 40,000 RPM, it's fine. Work on max. So I'm going to start by drilling off the old product. So I made the product thin, like this. And then I'm going to take a 180 file. And I'm not going to file on the nail plate itself. I'm gonna file just on the edge of the lifting. And with slow movements, I'm gonna thin out that area. Here it's already removed. And then I'm just carefully filing till all of the lifted parts are gone. So now I really have to check it to make sure. Now I do want to apply my next product around the outgrown area. So if you're doing a repair on a client and she has like a bit of outgrown yet, and you want it all to keep looking the same, then you just need to keep this border as your base. But if you want to do it like a new nail, then that's also fine, of course. But in this video, I really wanted to show how I would repair this easily. So I'm not filing anything off, really. I'm just like making sure it's all smooth enough. Like this. Then I will clean the surface with a little bit of alcohol. Everything is gone and the nail plate is also looking clean enough, so I don't need to do anything like a manicure or something. So I'm gonna leave that. Now I'm just gonna do my normal steps. So I'm taking my degreaser, a thin wipe, and I'm just over the nail plate making sure there's no grease or dirt left. Now I'm gonna apply my product. I like to use this brush for my base coat. Since we're working with a hard gel, you don't need to like brush in the base coat on the nail plate. You don't want that, because then you're creating a layer that is too thin for a hard product to have retention on, since your nail is flexible a bit. So what you want to do, if you're using like a biap or a rubber base, well, you can like really scrub it in there, but it's also not necessary. Don't build with your base coat. You can just leave it looking like a thin layer of polish. I'm gonna start off with my prep. Just use whatever your brand is prescribing you. I work with different brands, but now I just picked this one. Then with my bond or primer or whatever it's called. And I'm just applying this on the nail plate. Make sure you're not touching the skin with this, because if you do, your product is gonna run into your cuticles. And then I have my base coat, taking a bit on my brush, and I'm not like applying it all the way since I did want to leave a bit of outgrowth. I'm not scrubbing it in, I'm just applying a thin layer. Like this, I have not built with my base coat, I just applied a thin layer, not too thin, but not thick at all. So this is gonna go in the lamp for 2 minutes. This nail has hardened in my lamp, and now I'm gonna remove the sticky layer because I am gonna use a hard gel of another brand. Often brands are saying don't like mix and match, but with some brands it can work okay, so you need to test it out for yourself. If you do this, always remove the sticky layer in between the things you do. So with alcohol and a wipe, you can use this wipe or like the thin one. I'm just gonna remove the sticky layer. My nail is clean, sticky layer has been removed, so I'm gonna take a little bit of my gel. And I am not applying it all the way to the cuticle, which you should never do with a hard gel whatsoever. But I am applying it with the bit of outgrowth that we had. You also shouldn't apply this like you would do with a biap. I will make another video with the details of that soon. That would be a good idea, I think. And this is gonna be the first layer. You don't harden this in the lamp. You just leave it wet like this. Then you're gonna take a bit more product and you're gonna apply it around the apex. Not that you really need to build one with the gel, but it's the best area to start at. And then making sure it's gonna be a thin layer at the cuticle, you're gonna bring it forward. Strengthening the areas that need it. And I even took too much. I'm gonna take my fine liner, making sure I have everything nice and covered. And look at what a thin looking nail we are creating. With Builder Gel, you really don't need a lot of product. Once your reflection is looking okay, you can put it in the lamp to harden for another 2 minutes. If it's gonna give a burning sensation, this one did, don't go pressing on it because you will change the shape. Just put it upside down, wait for the burning to leave and put it back in the lamp. It's gonna burn one time, so the next time you're gonna put it in, don't worry, it's not gonna burn again. Also, take it out the minute you feel it. Some people are like, no, but I have really high pain tolerance, etc. That's great, but please just take it out because you don't want thermal burns. So my nail has been in the lamp. I took it out. I'm gonna spray a wipe with a bit of alcohol again. I'm gonna remove the tacky layer. It is looking like this. Now I'm gonna take my file. I'm just gonna file the shape again and shorten it a little bit since you do need the correct thickness at the free edge. Now I'm gonna take my file, put in a different bit, still working on forward, and then remove the natural nail from underneath. Now this is our result. You can just put, well, coincidence is this Builder Gel has the top coat already built in. Otherwise, you don't even need to file the top. You can just apply top coat if you work like this. I am going to apply a gel polish since I have it on the other hands as well. So to make sure my gel polish is going to adhere at the right way, I'm going to use a buffer, the soft side, and just buff my surface. Like this, and I now will take a wipe again, since I really need to have all of the dust removed. Here is what it's looking like. I'm gonna take my gel polish. This was one of those polishes I had in my drawer. I never looked at it. Nobody really chose it. I just found it again and I'm in love with it. Now I've done both my hands with it, and to have both hands the same is really rare for me. So I'm gonna apply this with a bit of outgrowth, so not all the way to the cuticle, but I do need it to look nice. I only did one thin layer of this polish on my hands, so that's what I'm gonna do this time as well. And look at this. I'm gonna harden it for 2 minutes. Now taking my top coat, applying it all over my gel polish. And there's no need to seal the free edge. This is my top coat application. It is already looking clean enough, otherwise you could hold it upside down and even correct it with a fine liner if you want. This is looking fine, so I'm gonna put it in again right away. Our top coat is hardened. I'm gonna take my file one last time, filing the free edge just to make sure that shape is crisp, and then removing our dust. And here you have it, a repaired nail, ready to go again. Let me remove my gloves. Here you can see the product application has been thin on all of the nails, and at this one as well. So normally for a client, if I need to do a repair, luckily not often, but sometimes it just happens, I always plan like 15 minutes tops. The most time you spend is waiting for your product to harden in the lamp, since it's going to be 2 minutes for base coat, 2 minutes for gel, 2 minutes for gel polish, and 2 minutes for top coat. And if you do a second layer of gel polish, it's going to be another 2 minutes. So that takes a lot of time. But repairs can be done quick and easy like this. So I hope you liked this video. Maybe you've learned something from it, and I will see you on the next one. Have a good day.